let's talk black hair. In Africa, hair was a way to identify tribes. Displayed age, socioeconomic status, marital status, and indicated when men were going to war. Unkept hair was a sign of mourning. A shaved head was a sign of slavery. When Africans were brought to other parts of the world via the slave trade starting in the 1400s, hair took more meaning. Slaves would braid maps into their hair, store seeds in braids to be able to grow a harvest once they escaped, and black hair was daring and bold, its very existence an act of defiance. Blacks who remained slaves were forced to straighten, cut, and hide their hair. Europeans were amazed and admired the complexity of African hairstyling. However, to maintain control of the Africans, it was necessary to strip them of their identity. African women were often raped by white masters and plantation workers. In the 1700s, the free blacks wore eye-catching hairstyles that drew the attention of white men. White women were intimidated by this, and in 1789, Tignon laws were set into place in Louisiana. These laws forced black women to use fabric to cover their hair in public. This ploy to suppress the beauty of African women backfired, drawing attention to their high cheekbones, full lips, deep chocolate eyes, and natural beauty. Not to mention, black women used headscarves to wrap their hair in elaborate ways. As the afro in the 70s became a symbol of black power, black hair and features were again deemed not beautiful. Straightened and chemically relaxed hair was more publicized and declared more beautiful. Weaves were used to replicate the soft, straighter texture of other ethnicities. Black women consumed 80% of the hair industry but only owned about 3%. Starting around 2009, the natural hair movement picked up again from its early beginnings in the 70s. The beauty of black hair is seen once again through dreadlocks, free curls, braids, cornrows, and more. Styles today resemble those worn in the 15th century. Black hair, worn in its natural state, remains an act of resistance. As Marcus Garvey said, remove the kinks from your mind, not your hair. Black hair is art, black hair is culture. Black hair has been suppressed for several generations, and it is time for liberation. Our hair is who we are. Our hair is a representation of us. And now that you are free, make sure your mind is free. Make sure your existence is free. Make sure your hair is free to do whatever it wants, because your black is beautiful.